With respect to the airport, I'm going to try to encapsulate my responses to pretty much all the speakers and maybe add a few things. First of all, we had a report prepared, I believe, by our city clerk not too long ago that listed the various meetings related to the airport. There were, if my numbers are right, about 45 meetings that were held in closed session over a period of about a year and a half or two. And that's all I'll say about that. If you want to talk about a public open discussion, those meetings were not held any way, shape, or form, publicly or openly, for the public to participate in. Now, I want to address something. I want all people listening and present to hear this. The protections of the city for the airport relate to the following: Public Utility Codes, PUC, Code Section 21661, Part A, B, C, and E. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just a few excerpts because they will explain and answer your questions. From Part A, prior to the acquisition of land or any interest therein, for the purpose of expanding or enlarging any existing publicly owned airport, the acquiring entity shall submit a plan of that expansion or enlargement to the Board of Supervisors of the county or the City Council of the city in which the property proposed to be acquired is located. B, the plan shall show in detail the airport-related uses and other uses proposed for the property to be acquired. C, the Board of Supervisors or the City Council, as the case may be, shall, upon notice, conduct a public hearing on the plan, thereafter approve or disapprove the plan. And E, the use of the property so acquired shall thereafter conform to the approved plan, and any variance from that plan shall first be approved by the appropriate Board of Supervisors or the City Council after a public hearing on the subject of the change or the variance or plan change. That's going away. That's what this vote is about. Measure B is not to protect the citizens of Burbank from the airport. It's to protect from this council so that we don't, and future council, don't give the land decision away. We have the power. We spent millions of dollars as a city to win court case to get the protections that are encoded in state law. And like magic, poof, it's going to go away if this is approved. And so there does need to be more discussion and look at this. There hasn't been, in my view, adequate discussion. And the statement that was just made by Councilmember Gable-Luddy is amazing, that it makes no difference in terms of impacts if we put it by Hollywood Way or on the other side of the airport. It's not quite that way, is my understanding. But in any case, I appreciate coming down. There were a few specific questions. I agree, the rush to judgment, this shovel in the earth, as far as I understand, someone mentioned 4, I thought 7 or 10 years away. But even better, even if the council, even if the public approves Measure B, the agreement doesn't require the airport to build a terminal. They'll get the restrictions taken away, we'll get governance, but we might not get a terminal. And there are many people who want a new and improved terminal. But under what terms and conditions? So you do need to read your ballot and the arguments associated with it. I will say one other thing, and I'll be quiet on this until another forum, perhaps. I served on the joint city school committee for the fields we had here in Burbank, the Burroughs High and Burbank High artificial fields. We had to deal with the state architect. It was a total for both fields about $16 million, not $400 or $450 million. $16 million, chump change. Okay, and we had to submit detail plans, architectural plans, and specify what we're going to do before they would even consider giving us the approval, no matter how long it took, no matter how much time. And heaven help us if we wanted to change anything. Again, look at PUC code 21661. Look at it. That protects us now. Lets decisions and changes come back to the council and for review through a public hearing.
I just want to